Hi there. I'm just going to do a video. I always want to do a video, usually when I get up, because I'm hugely inspired when I get up. You know, it's like I'm getting downloaded with information or something when I'm sleeping from. Where's it coming from? Well, everything's just awareness. So that's what the thinker is. That's what the information source is. And so that's why when I get up in the morning, I'm like full of inspiration and so creative, and I want to talk. And this is the problem. This is why, people say it all the time about depression. They say that the problem is people don't talk about it. I'm one of those that speaks because this awakening showed me to do that. You know, I wasn't like that probably before the awakening, but that's the thing, and that's how I healed, because I started to open myself up, not just talk out loudly, but I mean open up to things that I really was thinking and feeling, and facing the deepest truths, and even truths that hurt. See, when it's truths that hurt, that's always ego. That's an ego thing. When it actually, once you start being more heart-based, your absolute truth then. And then your love becomes pure, in a sense that there's no neediness attached to it. It's this neediness, the neediness that we develop in our love is the programming by the outside world that tells us this. But the divine love, the holy love, the God love is giving without wanting. And that's why it's so strong. Like God is Gaia, which is the mother of all life. If you look around you, you'll notice there's always a motherly thing going on, whether it's a woman or a baby or animals or even nature. And you'll notice there's always this comfort, this mother thing going on in reality, in life. And mother is essentially the jewel that is everywhere, but it's actually one. But it has to be expressed as a jewel for life to be. Like a mother and a father, for example. Or nowadays, two mothers or two fathers, doesn't matter, but that's the way it is. But it's expressed as a jewel, so the one thing can experience itself in a way. You know, that's what it's doing. It's like the twin flame idea. It's one, but it's split it so it could experience each other. But they're actually opposites. And that's what makes it so attractive and so intimate, is the fact that the two are actually opposites, but they're the same one. The same love. It's strange when I speak in these videos, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I don't plan it. I just, whatever comes out, and it's like just flowing out of me. And yeah, in the morning I want to talk, and if there's people in the same room, then I'll be talking, and I'm obviously meant to speak to them or my mum, but if there's no one in the room, I will make a video. I'll get my tablet and I'll make a nice video. Sometimes I do videos when I'm talking to the camera. Sometimes I like to mix it up a bit. I like to mix my art up, and whether it's songs I'm writing or these videos I'm making. And I'm trying to balance everything into this path, you see. See, when you have this kind of spiritual awakening, this unexpected spiritual thing, this spiritual awakening, everything changes in your mind, in your awareness, in your life. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to keep music in there. So what I'm trying to do is this is my main journey now. This is my main focus. So I'm trying to bring gently, you know, things around it by me focusing on this path, but things are naturally balancing around me. Because that's it. It's like Winston Churchill, I think, once said that you create your own universe as you go along, and that's what you're doing right now. Everything you're doing and thinking and feeling creates a consequence. This is how you're creating your reality. You know, that's it. This is how we create our reality. Now, there's a topic that I wanted to talk about last night. It came to my mind, and I didn't speak about it, but I'll speak about it today. And this is law of attraction to attract. Some people actually use law of attraction to attract people they want, like lovers and stuff. This is not something I agree with, because it's not pure. If you're like trying to do that, then that means your love isn't pure. It means your love isn't holy love. It's not divine love. It's more demonic. It's more needy. It's not clean love. So when you love, pure love means that you're loving without wanting anything in return, right? You're loving at the level, you're aiming to love at the level of Gaia for that life that you love. And so when you love with this purity, the idea is that you love, absolutely love. When you love like this, even if you don't get anything back, then that is sending your heart space and you a message that you are loving absolutely without needing anything back in return. And that is giving you an absolute purity of love within you. That's what that does. And it makes you think, wow, I don't actually need anything. And then your awareness starts to think, wow, I didn't actually need anything back. Because this thinking that you want something back or wanting someone to love you, that's sending you a message of, oh, I need them. And this is going to make you feel fearful, and this is going to ignite the ego. And this is the demonic side. Right? And this is why it's very important to not go down that road. Because, see, when you want something, wants are hurts. When you need and you want, your attention should be focused on why do I want, do I need. And it's like Rumi once said, the cure for pain is in the pain. This is what happened to me in the spiritual awakening. This is how I haven't had depression since the age of 28 and 32 now. So it was just a case of doing that, of getting more pure within myself. See, it's not just about, this is what I've learned from this path, is it's not just about feeling good. Because feeling good, if it's through something else, will make you think that you're not enough. And the most purest way of feeling about yourself is to feel that you're enough. Like one of my self-suggestions I say every day is, I am enough. And that is a beautiful, beautiful way to look at yourself. And when you feel that you are enough, then you've got this amazing feeling within your heart that you're enough, you're perfect just as you are. And even if you're not, isn't that an amazing, beautiful, pure way to look at yourself? That you need nothing outside of yourself. I think that's the most beautiful and purest way you can look at yourself. Like you're perfect in every way. This is the way that, this is motherly love. This is Gaia love. So if you're going to look at your child in that way, why wouldn't you look at yourself that way? Do you not realize that the love you're giving to your child or others is the reflection of the love you give to yourself? This is what mothers need to think about as well, because we need to ascend to this Gaia level of love. For mothers also. Because mothers are brainwashed by this system. And what's happening, like in this picture here, is there's a global awakening happening. I saw a thing on the internet today about 5G. People from all over the planet are taking action against 5G. And, you know, that's going on because what the system's trying to do, they've got these adverts on television that I only see when I watch my team. I'm a Manchester United fan. But I don't watch television usually. But when I'm watching them, the adverts that come up is always 5G to protect climate change. 5G will not protect us against climate change. It is a military weapon used to kill people. Right? That's it. You don't have to have any other information than that. That's what it does. That's what it is. And so that it will not protect climate change. It's not for that. It's to kill people. And so that's why so many people all over the globe now are doing things against this. And even if it's something like what I'm doing, like talking on here, use the internet. The internet is there, and the system is trying to take over this power. But we actually could have the power to make this an internet worth having. That's the potential that we all have as people. Because we are the masses, we can turn this world around into a world that is worth living for everybody. A world that is clean, it doesn't need vaccinations, that is real freedom. And that's what the global awakening is really about. It's about bringing forward real freedom. And so children aren't getting stolen from families and sexually molested and their adrenaline taken in death and used as adrenochrome, which is the story that's going around. And if it wasn't true, then wouldn't media come out and say it's not true and prove that it's not true? That's what I ask, so it must be true then. Because so many people would say things against it if it wasn't true. The mass media would come out and say it's not true, but they don't. Right? And that's what's going on. The Great Awakening is exposing all this stuff. The demonic forces that has been doing all this stuff to children is getting exposed now. And people are awakening to the truth that we have been programmed. Everything in life is programming. Time is an illusion. Everything is engineered. It's all history engineering and perceptual mind control from this demonic force. But love destroys hate and destroys this demonic forces. And how do you become love? You become love by sometimes having a rant. You become love by really being what you feel. And then you will get over that bad feelings. That's how I healed past depression. I stopped running. And so I started opening up to these feelings, and then I healed past it. And that's what awakening, how you awaken yourself. And then when you do that, you change your space. And then when you change your energy of your space, then that energy interacts with the other energy. That's how you really make change. Once the energy is changed, there's no room for demonic energy then. Once it is light. But to have the light properly, you have to open up to your darkness, to your horrible feelings, and then you heal them. Like I said earlier, Rumi said that the cure for pain is in the pain. Like doctors now say, medical now says that emotion is the cure for all illness. To feel amazing, but it's easier said than done. You make every day of your life has to be healing all the time. Because we've been trained, we've been programmed not to be healed and not to be happy, not to feel love within us. But now there's the Great Awakening is here, and people are awakening to their true self, to their divinity, to their pure love. So they're loving themselves wholly. And what do people do when they see that? They notice it. They notice your results. And then they do it. Because they see this, people go by results if they're watching you. But that's it. The light, the love, all of it is within your heart space. And then you get to a position where you don't need anything outside of you because you're feeling so much love within you. And this attracts infinite abundance in your reality. You actually don't need anything. And then when two people like this meet, imagine the purity of love they're going to have because they're not needy anymore. It's just pure love then, isn't it? That's the level of love that this path is taking us to. But I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls to divine order and divine timing. Thank you for watching.